as a reminder, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, hit that bell to be notified for future videos. Hello, and welcome back to the Fish Tank, guys. I am Cole. Today, as you see here, we have a 1968 Cutlass 442 for the Diecast Mafia. For today, we are going to recreate my dad's vision for his own 1968 Cutlass. Let's jump into it. Today's gonna be a fun one, guys. I hope you enjoy. Like I was saying, guys, this is what we're working with. We're working with our 1968 Cutlass 442 for the Diecast Mafia. So guys, what my plan is today is to, as always, we're going to take it apart first, and then we're going to throw our casting into the stripper. But I want to first talk about my plan for this car. So my dad owns a 1968 Cutlass Supreme, not the 442, almost said it, it's the Supreme model, and he always wanted to restore the car, but he's never had the time or the money to do so right now, just because he works and stuff like that. And also he likes to provide for me and the rest of my family, so that's not a priority right now, but maybe it will be in the future. Anyways, guys, so my vision for this car is to recreate what I think he would want for this car, and that would be custom paint job, a new vinyl top, and some cool wheels. And that's what we're going to do today. I have a cool plan, and I really hope you guys enjoy. So, to get back to the build here, what we're doing is we are taking our flathead screwdriver, like always, and we're prying it apart. This car, I was actually kind of nervous to bend the axles for some reason, because I didn't think I was going to use them. But, in the end, we did use them, and it was worth it. Also, this car's rivets really did give me a struggle, as you can see here, and it really wouldn't pop. But it did eventually pop, and we were all good in the hood. So as you see here, we have our interior piece, our base, and our green glass. That was interesting. I didn't think it would look good with the final result, but it did. And here's our casting. So our next step is to clean off your desk. Always have a clean workspace, and then grab your file. Hello, Mr. File, are you there? Oh, there it is. So then you file down your rivets to the smooth, tap, and drill out and then tap your holes. My bad. And then once you're done with that, we are gonna move on to the stripper. I'll see you over there. So, like I said, we are moving on to the chum bucket, and we're gonna put our car into the bucket. Once we do that, let it sink, tighten your lid, and give her a good shake, because you want to have the best coverage possible when you're stripping your car. Once we do this, we didn't do much base work today. I didn't videotape a lot of it, but this is our wheels. I got some fatties for the rear and some thinnies for the front. We also used some different type of tubing. I used some square tubing. It worked just great, just like some round tubing, and I love it. Now the car is out of the stripper. It did almost completely strip itself. Oh, almost 100%. There's a little bit inside, but what we're going to do here is we're going to first clean it up and see how it goes. So as always, I'm going to grab my steel wool. I've been doing a lot more steel wool lately because I like to give myself a challenge. I like to make myself work for a good product. And so far, it's paid off great. If we are doing a red line or something, I will polish it properly and I will use a Dremel tool. But for these cars, I like to just scuff them up, clean all the excess off, and to make them pretty, because the paint I use for a lot of these customs is non-primer based, and I don't really need to make it all shiny unless it's necessary to. Once we are done cleaning this whole car up, we're going to move on to our filing of our casting lines. So there was a couple casting lines on the roof, there was a couple on the front fenders, there was some on the rear trunk. Honestly, this car was a bit messy, but it's still overall a good casting, and I like this casting. I like this car. Like I said, we have one here at home. It's a good ride. The steering's a little loose, the brakes are a bit crappy, but other than that, it's a great car. No complaints from me. So yeah, and in the window edges, those were just They were not straight at all. They were ragged and kind of sharp, honestly. I almost cut my finger putting my finger in there. But as you see here, I'm just getting on the other side because there was 2 roof lines on both sides, and that just didn't look good to me. So I thought it would be best to smooth it out. And then if you look on the trunk there, it's jagged as well. So we're gonna move on to that in a moment. So how's everyone been? I haven't talked to much of you guys in a while, and I'm just curious how you guys been. In the comments below, please comment and tell me how you are. I would love to hear from you. Guys, once we do this, finish this up, we are going to move on to paint. I'll see you in a moment. Let's move on to paint. Cuda's Diecast Customs, we'll be right back. Guys, what we did for paint is we used our Tester's 1840 Flaming Orange, and we did this in 3 different rounds. So this is round 1. It was really like a tack coat. And for today, I always wanted to show you guys the can, and I thought this would be the best opportunity to. This is what I use, the Extreme Lacquer from Testers. It's great paint. You guys should go check some out and buy some at your local Hobby Lobby or hobby store. It's worth it. So about 20 minutes later, I applied the second coat. You can see it's a bit thicker, and I always like to apply paint, like multiple layers when it's tacky. It just sticks better in the end, you know? And then onto the final round. We did do the vinyl top. As you see here, I did tape the car off. It looks cool. It was fun to do, and this was probably my best tape job with this thick wall tape. And I have no complaints really. It turned out cool. It was straight. There was no leaks, and I was surprised it just turned out so good. Also, guys, I want you to know that I want to say thank you. As I'm recording this, I'm around 181 for followers, and I'm just amazed. I am so surprised, and I'm so grateful for all you guys. Thank you very much for all the followers. Guys, remember, we have that 500 subscriber giveaway if we make it in July. If we do, there'll be 5 more things added. Speaking of that, there is going to be another video of that coming soon, so look out for that. So as you see here, like I said, it's very clean, it's very straight, and there's no leaks. It's perfect. I have no complaints whatsoever. Once we are done with taking the tape off and stuff and detailing that body and clear coating it, we are moving on to our base. So as you see here, the wheels are done on the car, and now we're going to work on the taillights. What I used for this was a spray paint as normal to do the details with a really thin and fine brush. All you got to do is just poke it in there because it's a very small space, and that's about it. And then next, after we are done with that, it was a really quick detail. We move on to the reverse lights. Those are just a tad. You could either use a toothpick or even a small thin brush to dab on some white paint. And then after that, we did add a little black in the exhaust just to, I don't know, pull out some contrast and detail. After that, we do work on the front. There's a couple lights there. And then we're going to move on to our final assembly. So guys, I am rushing this because I wanted to say, guys, make sure to go check out everyone else in the Diecast Mafia. There's going to be a lot of cool cars, and I cannot wait myself to see everyone's videos. So make sure to go check everyone out. Not just me, not just Mark, not just 2HD Cat, not just Opal, not just Somo. Please go check out everyone's video. We all appreciate it, and we cannot wait to hear your guys' feedback. Also, I wanted to say thank you to the Diecast Mafia, as always, for letting me join. I've been very grateful that this group let me join. I'm having a lot of fun, and I cannot wait to do more builds. We got a lot of cool things coming up, and I hope you guys stay as well, because this is just amazing. Guys, once we are done with all the detail up front here, we are going to move to a final assembly, like I said, and I gotta state something. We do use Sharpies here, but I ended up using paint in the end, just because it didn't look right. It looked too cheesy, and I'm like, I can do better than this. So guys, once we're done with this, we're gonna move on to our final assembly. I'll see you over there. Welcome back to our final assembly, guys. So what we're going to start with is by showing you our base. There is our square metal tubing, our skinny hot rod wheels in the front, and then again with our square tubing and our custom axle and fatties in the back. Looking cool. Remember what we did? We did the detail in the tail lights, the reverse lights, and we did a little bit of black. You can kind of see it in the exhaust pipes. We also did these lights up here. Looking cool. Remember, I did fill them in with paint after I did it with Sharpie, just because I didn't think it looked that good. Next, we're going to work on our interior. Believe it or not, we did some customization to our interior this week. So what I did here is, as you see here, there is normally a clip down here, but then I ended up sanding it off because it did not look good at all. And also it wouldn't really work with this setup, so we had to do that. Next, sadly, I have green glass for this car. I didn't have time to make a replacement or find one, so green is what we're gonna have to live with. And then finally, here is our body. We did the chrome, did the front end, looking cool. Side markers, chrome here, and it's in a sparkly, flaming orange tester's paint job. Looking amazing. Also, we did clear coat, just to settle everything in. Alright guys, let's head over to what we started with. So guys, this is what we started with. If you remember, it was a very simple, very cool Hot Wheels 1968 442 cutlass. Now guys, let's go see our final results. I'll see you over there. Here is our final result, guys. Here is our 1968 cutlass 442 for the Diecast Mafia monthly build-off. I think it turned out amazing. I had a lot of fun with this, especially because it was so personal to me. And I hope you guys like it too. Guys, don't forget to go check out everyone else's videos. Links to those videos will be in the description below. Alright guys, thank you for coming, and thank you for watching everyone else's videos. I will see you in the next one. Bye guys. Hey guys, just as a reminder, if you're in the Massachusetts area and you're a hobbyist, make sure to go check out our good friend Mike Gordon and Kim Miller over at Turn 4 Hobbytown. We make your free time awesome.